The Bollinger Band Squeeze strategy. You've heard of it. There's a million articles about it. So I've created a scanner within Thinkorswim to return stocks with tightening Bollinger Bands. However, Bollinger Bands take up a ton of real estate on your chart, making them impossible to combine with other indicators. So I have also created two new indicators to show on the chart more clearly when the Bollinger Bands are tightening. In today's video, we're going to go over the scanner, we're going to go over both of the indicators, and we're going to have a dang good time doing it. Let's go. Let's start with the scanner first, as that will give us our baseline for how we are objectively defining what a Bollinger Band squeeze actually is. Remember, on this channel, we focus primarily on systematic trading, meaning you can't just say the words Bollinger Band squeeze and expect to understand what that means, expect to be able to consistently profit off of it. You need to objectively define the values that equate to what you're calling a Bollinger Band squeeze. If I jump into the custom study filter I have here, I'll talk you through what's going on. So I've defined a Bollinger Band difference simply as the upper band minus the lower band. So if I hop into a Bollinger Band, this red line is your upper, this purple line is your lower. Simply, what's the difference between those 2 points? That's the first value we need to define once again when objectively building this Bollinger Band squeeze. Next, we've defined another value called H. This is going to define the highest point of the last 10 bars of the Bollinger Band difference. So whatever the furthest point away between your highest Bollinger Band bar and your lowest Bollinger Band line was in the last 10 bars, that is going to be the value of H. Then the plot, or what the study is actually returning, what the scan is actually returning in this instance, is when the current Bollinger Band difference, the current difference between the high line and low line on your Bollinger Band is less than half of the highest difference of the last 10 bars. BB diff less than H divided by 2. Does that make sense? Let's take a look at some of the stocks this scanner is currently returning just to make sure you understand. The first is Tesla. Go ahead and go over to the charts, type in Tesla. You have a Bollinger Band that used to have a difference. Actually, if I use this little line tool here, it used to have a difference of about 52 points. It currently has a difference of roughly 23 points. That's half than what the difference used to be, right? And you can see the Bollinger Band squeezing here, right? Hop back over into the scan. The next one on the list, NIO, another electric vehicle company, used to have a Bollinger Band difference around, this is around 2. Used to be around 2 full points of a difference. It is now currently 1.26, but I'm assuming if I go even further back, I should have gone further back in the first place, because this is, remember, highest of the last 10 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So within this range of bars, whatever the furthest point these Bollinger Bands are apart, which looks to be about here, this is 2.6 the difference is. And what did I say the current was? Like 1.2. That's why we are inside that half. You can see the Bollinger Bands beginning to squeeze up there. Hopefully that visualization helps you understand how we are, once again, objectively defining a Bollinger Band squeeze. So now let's hop into the indicators and let's talk about what you're seeing here. I want to start with this lower indicator, as there's a little bit more going on with this down here. So the cyan line here is your current Bollinger Band difference. Once again, the current difference between the high line and the low line on the Bollinger Band study. The purple, salmon, whatever colored line this is the highest point of that difference of the last 10 bars. So once again, whatever the highest value in the last 10 that this cyan line has been, that is what the salmon colored line will paint. And then there is a red cloud that is painted whenever that difference is greater than half, right? Whenever the current Bollinger Band difference is half of that of the highest of the last 10. We are looking at the NIO chart here again. And you can see multiple instances here next to my head of when that cloud is being painted. It's just a much cleaner, much easier visual way to see when the Bollinger Band Squeeze is going on. Because I assume most of you have a simple moving average or maybe a couple moving averages and then maybe something else on your chart as well to sort of once again help you objectify when stocks are moving in certain directions, in certain trends and whatnot. You want to be able to see these indicators and know when the Bollinger Band is squeezing. But once again, if I were to add a Bollinger Band to this chart, all of a sudden it becomes way too much. Okay, where the hell are the moving averages and which ones are the moving averages? Which ones are the Bollinger Bands? I don't know. So why I created, once again, this indicator here and the other indicator we'll talk about is so that you can combine the idea of a Bollinger Band squeeze with other indicators and just keep your chart easy to read. Because it doesn't matter if your system is true if you're unable to identify it because you got too much going on your charts, right? So indicators like this or simple studies like this help you clarify and or help you be able to see when you should be entering and or exiting trades according to your system are always, always, always important to have. Next, and maybe obviously, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, the on-chart cloud indicator here simply does the same thing. When the difference in the current Bollinger Bands is less than half of the highest of the last 10, it is painting just the high and low of that price, just so you can have a price cloud option on your chart to see when Bollinger Bands are squeezing. And you can get a little bit of an idea here of why the Bollinger Band squeeze works, right? Hey, we're getting a squeeze relatively quickly, big move. Hey, we're getting a squeeze relatively quickly, big move. You're currently getting another squeeze. This is Tesla we're looking at. I think I said NIO earlier, sorry. This is Tesla we're looking at once again, which was number 1 on our scanner, if you remember. Currently getting another squeeze. Is there a big move coming soon? We'll see. It doesn't always mean there's a big move coming, of course. No study, no indicator, no strategy, no anything in the market is 100% correct, but it doesn't mean it's not useful. This scanner and both of the indicators, along with everything else I have ever created, is available for download on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. Link at the top of the description down below. Navigate there, go to sign up. And you all that make it to the end of my videos, I always like to give you all a little extra push because I always say you guys are the ones that really have the best chance to make it. You guys are the ones taking your trading seriously. If you use discount code END at checkout, you're going to get your first month for only $15, in which you're going to get access to over 45 different studies, strategies, scanners, etc. I believe that's worth it. And once again, as always, you can cancel anytime under this My Account tab. So daytradingstrategies.net, click the link at the top of the description down below. Become a better trader today.
Trading stocks. He talks about trading stocks. It's important for you Americans and other international individuals to learn about stocks.